It is a model facility, equipped with materials and equipment of the highest scientific and technical quality. It has a cobalt unit.
We just came in, and before entering we saw the security booth, but right now we don't know where it is. We know it's at one of these entrances, and this whole area here is lit up. Look, this reception area is completely intact. With everything in its place. We're going to avoid walking around too much, because this is probably the area where the security guard moves around the most. Wow, that's creepy. The stretcher right here? Throw away this machine? I'm not sure, but I think it is. A dialysis machine, right? But I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong. Blood module. Well, maybe it is, right? Were these all mini boxes? Well, it could be that it was for donating blood to this room. Here's another one. Maybe all of this was for donating blood. This whole room here. Plasma, DNA, plasma. The number of machines that are still left, huh? Surely many of them are still functional. They'd rather abandon it and spend more money on new ones, even though there's plenty of unused equipment here. And then we all stay quiet. We've been walking down this hallway for quite a while, and it literally never ends. I don't know where it's going to take us, or what we're going to find. But now, when we get to the end, I'll show you. This is mind-blowing, huh? Amazing, right? And all the emergency lights were on in that lab. Everything was pretty chaotic. But anyway, let's see what else we can find around here. The place is huge and we're totally lost. Look at that phone. The old ones. Clinical-Pathological session. Oh my god. It's like doing an autopsy. While the students were sitting there, that's an autopsy table, isn't it? I think so. And here's the blackboard. And to put up x-rays. Wow, this room is incredible. From here, this is what students see. Incredible. And there they had a television. Probably to watch other things related to the autopsy. A truly impressive room. Septic autopsy. This is an autopsy table. Incredible. Look at the decay on the ceiling. The room is impressive. And all the stains from the fluids. And that they would drip down there. Incredible. He saw the risk. He's terrified. The table is impressive, and all the spotlights they had here. Hundreds or thousands of bodies must have been on this table. And here they had other x-rays. Wow. I want to keep showing more parts of the hospital, but this is just incredible. I think this part here was for pouring water. I think it was for pouring or spraying water so it would run down the whole table. To clean it and to wash away the fluids. Look at the tube over here. And there's a shut-off valve there. Incredible, this room and the door with a glass to look through. February 20th, 1974, Eva, 8 days. February 22nd. They all say the same thing, which is
A corpse? A person who was here for 8 days? I don't know.
Autopsy laboratory. I guess this laboratory would be where they analyzed all the evidence related to the autopsy they were doing. To clarify the cause of death. All the tools they had around here. Tweezers, scissors. Look at the slides we found. They all seem to be of lungs or stomachs. See all the machines they had in the hallway. Look at what we found around here. This is definitely the coolest thing I've ever found. The lab with the autopsy table. I still can't believe we found this. This looks like a pump to check fluids, probably. Look, there are even telescopes. Microscopes. And what's that? Tracheal aspirator, atomizer. I think it was to empty the bodies, right? Could it be? I'm not sure. They're pills. No. I don't really know what they are. Here are samples of these, but under a microscope. June 10th, 2001. It looks like dried blood. July 27, 2001 too. Also from 2001. And look at the microscope. Here. There are more samples. The amount of things there are here. Another one. And they resemble polymerase chain reaction swaps. Was even the local products. Incredible. Here too, everything's full of samples. But without a doubt, the best thing about this room is the table. At least it's what I like the most. It's impressive. Well, actually, this whole room is... We've already checked this whole part. Let's go see if we can find more cool areas to show you. Look at how the outside is. With fallen trees and everything. It's a real shame that in these times again where we have such a need for healthcare, there are hospitals that have been closed for years and making unnecessary public expenditures, putting up security. Because then look at how it is. This is the main entrance. Look at the auditorium. Let's see if we can find it. We enter the auditorium through here. And it's huge. This hospital is gigantic. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast, but in a couple of hours it's going to get dark. With some hallway lights on, the security guard can see us here. And we want to get to pretty much everything we can see in this place before it gets dark. Wow, it's for TIC. It's a computed tomography scan machine, if I'm not mistaken. How can they leave this here? It's incredible that they abandon these things and leave them here. Because if a family or a person does it, well, that's their problem, but when a country does it, it's everyone's problem. They shouldn't do these things, because we paid for all these machines. They had the little light on top. This would be the room to look through the windows as they put you in. Well, if you needed something. Sure, since they usually take a while, the test lets you spend up to 30 minutes in the machine if you feel overwhelmed. Wow, incredible. Look at this. This one is super intact. And this kind of machine won't cost 20,000 or 30,000 euros. It can cost much more. I don't know exactly how much, but there are many thousands of euros thrown away here. Rehabilitation and Physical Medicine Service, Physiotherapy Unit. Here they would put the stretchers and do exercises in there. Those who couldn't get up from the stretcher would do the exercises. We keep going until they recover. Wow. Look. This is when they have to start walking after an operation or because of an accident or whatever. They use their hands to gradually start walking. And they go up and down to adjust to the patient's proper height. How cool. Look from here. You can also see the condition of the outside. That's the surgical one. Wow, oh my god. Could it also be some kind of tag?
It really looks like it, doesn't it?
That's so cool.
How cool.
Over there I can already see the glass that the doctors used to stand behind. And now we're heading over there. This machine is so cool. I imagine this was to start up the machine, I think. To stop it. Wow, I think they are. X-rays. Are they all X-rays? Yes, wow, they're X-rays of a brain.